Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. Hey, where'd Dogmeat go? I was just going to go pet Dogmeat. Where did he run off to? I just saw him up around the corner. Oh, well, there's Codsworth over there in the back. So this is the slightly stretchier version of Fallout 4 VR. You will notice a little graphical discrepancy, I guess you'd call it, between this video and the first two that I put up taking a look at Fallout 4 VR. The reason for that is this is after the patch that they put out about 24 hours after they released the VR version of Fallout 4, and this has become a colossal pain in the neck to record now. It was tricky before because the window was very small, and now it's even smaller. So if I had recorded this at the actual size that is on my screen, it would look like a postage stamp. It would look like you were looking through a keyhole to look at what I was doing. If anyone, dear God, please, if anyone in the comments has better ideas as to what I can do apart from just physically stretching this thing, please let me know. Please let me know. If you've watched the first two videos, you will know that I am someone who dives right into games without really looking at silly things like tooltips or tutorials or anything like that. And recording stuff, I don't claim to be 20th Century Fox here or, Industrial Light and Magic. I'm working with what I've got. So much smarter people than me will look at this and go, here's what you're doing wrong. Please do this instead. So feel free to make that comment. But I did want to show off settlement building. That was kind of the whole point of what we were doing this video for. There's Dogmeat. Hello, boy. I love the fact that you can get right up in Dogmeat's face. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You have no idea how awesome this looks in VR. I want to pet you. I want to pet you. You're so awesome. Dogmeat is wonderful in VR. I'm having the time of my life with Dogmeat. So, settlement building. I obviously just went into our workshop mode there, and now we can scrap things. I did some preliminary scrapping of Sanctuary a little before this, but not too much. What I immediately was digging about the workshop mode in VR is instead of having to get right up on things, you got this sort of, I guess you'd call it scrapping gun. So we can just scrap things from a distance without actually having to go very far. We can hit a lot of things at once, which anyone who has scrapped Sanctuary down to the ground will tell you right off the bat, it's a pain in the neck. There's a ton of stuff to scrap in Sanctuary. Great, there's tons of materials, and I love settlement building. Let me just tell you right now, there were hot debates when Fallout 4 first came out, as I recall, about settlement building. Oh, it's a waste. Why is that in the game? I hate settlement building. No, I absolutely love settlement building. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. So if you don't like it, that's totally cool. You can not like things, and I can like things, and we can both be right. That's the great world that we live in. So now that we have scrapped some things, and that, and I love this. Look, I'm like halfway across Sanctuary, and I can still scrap this. This is great. My scrapping gun, that's what I will call this now. Oh, no, I went the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, all the way over there, still scrapping you. What about that? What do y'all think about that? There we go. Oh, look at that tall tree. Down to the ground. Beautiful. Oh, can't quite get the range on the what is that, a light telephone pole? I don't know. So, oh, hi, Preston. Jeez, you're tall. Jeez, sorry, it's not jump scare per se, but when someone who is about 6'5", as Preston looks to be, jumps out at you with a little quest marker over his head, I don't really want to talk to you right now. Your coat is really cool looking up close. Yeah, wait, oh, Preston. Nobody likes you. I'm just telling you that right now. Nobody likes you, Preston. And yes, I am, as you can see, still using the teleport feature. When I put the first video out, I was frankly shocked at the level of vitriol for using the teleport rather than the smooth locomotion. I was shocked, frankly. I mean, I expected some backlash. I know, people like it or people don't, but I was not prepared for the level of caustic vitriol over using teleport versus smooth locomotion. Just so we're all aware, it is a personal choice. Nobody is forcing anyone to use teleportation. I prefer it because I don't like motion sickness. I would like to be able to play this game for longer than 10 minutes without throwing up. So yes, I use the teleport. If you don't like teleport, that's okay. That's totally cool. You cannot, like, teleport. So that and that. All right, that'll probably do us for right now. Let's see if we can build something. I'm going to take this spot right over here and get the rest of this out of the way with my super duper scrapping gun that I am digging. Oh, you. I didn't get you yet. Oh, wrong way. There we go. There, come on, scrap you. There we go. And scrap that rug. Come on. Oh, God. Even in here, the rugs are a pain in the neck to scrap. Hi, Codsworth. Oh, wait, Codsworth, come here. I want to look at your eyes again. They're so freaky and cool and huge. Everything is so... Oh, wow. Hi, Codsworth. Codsworth is huge. I know we talked about this in the first episode, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Codsworth, easy there. Easy, buddy. Back off. Codsworth is gigantic. Everything is gigantic. Everything is big and huge and mammoth and gargantuan, and it's wonderful. And the patch, by the way, in case anyone cares or hasn't seen it themselves, does clear up a lot of the blurriness. Is it perfect? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's still blurriness. But does it make it better? Yeah, it sure does. Sure does. So, good job, Bethesda. They got that out about 20... Well, I'm going to say good job, and everyone else is going to say that they should have released it like that. But they got that patch out about 24 hours after release, which is not bad, in my opinion. So let me do some preliminary building here, and then I'll show some of that off. Let me just get started, and then we'll come back. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so not a lot of surprises with settlement building, except my immediate advice is you're going to want to be some distance away because these things are huge. They still snap into place just like they always do, and we can see our little experience meter ticking up there. But yeah, you're going to want to be some distance away because these things are big. They're really big from the perspective that I'm looking at them right now. And then the part that I find a little bit fidgety is the menu. I'm going to say this, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's probably easier to do settlement building in the sort of regular mode with a controller. This is a teensy bit fidgety, but it's not terrible, and I think it is something I can basically get used to. Turning things, especially with... Come on, there we go. Is a little bit fidgetier than I might personally prefer. And then moving while you're doing it because you can't really, sort of do it... Well, okay, it's just fidgety. That's all there is to it. Long story short, it's fidgety. But it's fidgety in a way where I feel that I could get used to it over time, in the same way that, when I first played Fallout 4, I wasn't awesome at all the controls, and I'm certainly not awesome at these controls. Ask anyone in the comments section. I screwed up a lot of stuff in the last 2 episodes, and thank you to everyone who pointed that out. As I said, I am someone who dives completely into, come on, give me a door, give me a door. Oh, went past the door. Yeah, no, not that. No, the one that's right there. Why do you keep going past it? That one. No, that one. Yes, this. Thank you. Wow, that door is huge. Holy moly. Boy, that's a big old door I've got there. So yeah, no, as I said, I absolutely dive right into games without actually, learning how to play them. Basically, let's be very honest about this. So... Like, for instance, we had that issue at the end of the last episode with the... Now, how do I go back again? Yep, there we go. Okay. See, I'm already getting the hang of this. Floors, yes. No. Floors, yes. I want floors, yes, please. No, not that. Yeah, this may take me a sec to get used to. There we go. So I had that issue at the end of the last episode where we were getting that black screen with the power armor. And that was actually really easily resolved by getting out of the power armor and getting back in. Problem was 100% solved. Black screen never came up again, so fidgety little something or other, whatever it may be. But yeah, solved. So thank you again to all the people who commented, all the many, many, many things that I was doing wrong, and correcting me, because I'm more than happy to take somebody's advice. I don't claim ever to be the world's perfect gamer. God, far from it. I'm terrible at stuff like this. Yeah, I definitely want a balcony of some sort. All right, let me plug away at this a little more, and then I'll come back and show you what I made. What I will say I do like about this is it is so much easier to see what you're actually putting up when these things are life size. I always had trouble with the paintings because it was very, on a PC screen, it's kind of hard to see exactly what you're putting up. But I'm going to tell you right now, this painting is about 4 feet wide by 4 feet tall. I can see exactly what that sailboat is. But not for my house. My house, nothing but kitties. That's what's going in my house. Absolutely nothing but kitties. I'm kind of a cat person, and you can debate that in the comments too. Come on, come on. Big kitty picture. My God, that is a huge, huge painting of a kitty. And we'll put up one dog just for good measure because I don't dislike dogs. I just like cats more. Yes, it's fidgety to get used to these controls. I'm not going to deny it, but it is so much easier to see what you're actually putting down when they are right in front of your face. So I don't dislike that. And things are proceeding well here. They are proceeding well. I'm almost done with what I want to do right now. So I'll check in with you when I'm done and I'll show you what I have built. Now, I have certainly said it before myself, and other playthroughs I have seen of Fallout 4 VR have said it too, but it is worth repeating the scale of things. When you're moving a bureau around on a PC and it's a little sprite on your screen, that's fine. When you're moving a bureau around and it is the size of a bureau, it actually has a weird kind of weight to it. It feels a little different to be moving this around, like you are actually moving furniture. You don't see it, but in my world, this is a big bureau. This is huge. So let me show you what I did. Let me exit out of here. And let me exit out of here, and we're out of the settlement mode. Thank you. So this is my bedroom area. Oh, I've got my gun back. I forgot about that. With all the pictures of kitties and one dog, because I think that's fair. And I've created a nice little area for myself, lots of containers that I can put things in. And I'm just kind of glancing around right now, and this is life size. Mirror ball, because of course mirror ball. This is like a real house that I can come to, that is sort of my house in Sanctuary in Fallout 4. I mean, no, it's not real. No, is it graphically perfect? No, none of that is accurate to say. But it's big and it's real, and I'm in it, and it just feels so much cooler than just looking at it on a PC screen. And I'll show you what I did upstairs. This is my little balcony area up here. Nothing too special. I threw some power up here because I need power for the mirror ball. And a nice little area out here where people can sit if they want to. If I want to invite some company over, can listen to the radio. Put an ashtray out. If people want to smoke, that's fine. I'm open-minded. Whatever you want to do is totally cool. Preston, would you like to come visit up on the balcony? No? Okay. Can I look at your code again? Because it's really, really neat. Ooh, look at that. That is so cool. So there it is, settlement building. A little fidgety to get used to. I'm not going to deny that at all. Preston, are you giving me a quest? Because I really don't want to hear it. Yeah, you're trying to give me a quest. I'm not interested in that right now, Preston. Settlement building, little fidgety to get used to. Scrapping is great. Having this sort of like long distance scrapping gun is fantastic, especially in Sanctuary because there's so much to scrap here. Yeah, Preston, I'm flat out not listening to you right now. Go play with Dogmeat, Preston. That's what Dogmeat's there for. The building of it, it's a little fidgety to get used to the controls, but I'm going to tell you, once I got the basic building down, I was starting to go through the controls a little bit faster, and it is getting more and more easier to work with. So it's really, for me, I can't comment on what you feel about it, but for me, it's just a question of, getting used to a different set of controls, which is what any game is, really. So ultimately, one would think that you clicked on this video and the other two because you were interested in if you should play Fallout 4 VR. The title of this thing is it worth it? And here's the neat thing. I have no idea. Hi, Dogmeat. Hi, Dogmeat. Who's a good boy? I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. You'll like it or you won't. I love it. I love it. I love Fallout. So, yeah, I'm gonna love it. That's why I called this an unobjective review, even though grammatically it should be called a subjective review. I am aware of that. I was actually a writing major, believe it or not, so I am aware that unobjective is not a real word, but I used it anyway because I thought it was neat. So, yeah, this is an unobjective, subjective review. I came into this wanting to love it, and I do. I absolutely do. Does that mean you have to love it? No, not at all. Hate it if you want. Hate Bethesda, hate VR, hate Fallout 4, hate the entire Fallout franchise if it makes you feel good. That's the great thing. We can both be right. I can like a thing and you can not like a thing, and we can both be right. You know what? I hate mint ice cream. I think it is the most disgusting thing I've ever put in my mouth in my life. And I've put some odd things in my mouth. I'm going to tell you, after 47 years, I've put some weird things in my mouth. But mint ice cream is the most diabolical, god-awful thing that any human should ever put anywhere near their face. My wife loves mint ice cream. It's the greatest thing in her world. You know what? We can both be right. That's totally cool. So I know debating whether a game is good or bad, you may as well go start debating whose god is the best god or whose politician is the best politician. Nobody's going to convince the other person. Hate it in the comments if you want to. That's cool. But you know what? I'm in the Commonwealth. I'm in Sanctuary. And I just built a house for myself that is a life-size house that's real, or at least real enough. You know what? It's real enough. So yeah, I'm going to be spending a lot of time here. And so is it worth it? Ultimately, after 3 episodes of this nonsense, is it worth it? For me, it is. Hi, dog meat. Hello. No, come back, come back, come back. Hi, dog meat. Is it worth it? Yeah, for me it is. For you, it might not be. I don't know. I don't know. I think if you love Fallout 4 or the Fallout franchise, yeah, I think it's worth it. If you're skeptical about it, or you just hate Bethesda, or you hate VR, you don't think it's far enough along in the technology to make it worthwhile, hey, you know what? Cool, don't play it. Don't play it. But I'm going to be here. If you want to come and join me, that's cool. You can come to my house and hang out. Hi, dog meat. You can hang out with me and dog meat. I'm going to build you a doghouse. I'm going to absolutely build you a doghouse. But there it is. There's my look at Fallout 4 VR. We'll call it done for here. And for me, I'm going to take my hardened 10mm pistol and go off into the wasteland and go shoot some ghouls or something in life-size VR. It's good enough for me. That's the ultimate line. It's good enough for me. Until next time, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.